Evening, everyone. I hope you're all well. It's been a busy couple of weeks for me with my family starting the transition now over to America. So they're over there, my wife and two kids, and I'm stuck back here, basically just thrashing out my last 18 months now before I get out of the army, which will be obviously both a sad and happy time as well. It'll be generally just time for me to go after my 22 years. But I haven't done one of these for quite a long time, so I hope everyone's good. I hope everyone's good, but there's only about like 5 people in here now, so I hope all 5 of you in the chat are good. So good evening to you guys from there. If you do have any questions, just drop them in the top chat, as it says on the right hand side, and I'll answer absolutely all of them. I've just come off a nightmare weekend of duty. So I was the regimental duty officer, and it was pretty brutal, to be honest with you. I had to deal with the police, the military police. I had to deal with lots. The ambulance as well, I had to deal with them. Someone kept calling ambulances. The police were involved, and all sorts of stuff was happening this weekend. So I've had a pretty busy weekend. So that's why I haven't done one for quite a while, because I have been on duty, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't have any dramas when I am doing this, that I wasn't going to get called out or anything like that. So here we are on a Monday night, my first Monday night. I keep getting pop-ups here. My first Monday night in quite a long time, actually. Owls just asked this question, thought on the new Ranger Regiment. So I've looked into the new Ranger Regiment, actually. So this is what you're going to pretty much get from it. It's going to be made up of a number of different units at this moment in time. So they're going to start the Ranger Regiment, and then you're just going to be able to go for selection for the Ranger Regiment. And I don't know if it's going to be part of the Special Forces, but I think you will have to go and do selection for it. Sort of like defense, like human intelligence, not classed as Special Forces, but you do have to go and do selection for it. So I think the new Ranger Regiment, look, it can't be a bad thing. I think we're pretty much just falling alongside the Americans they've got their Rangers, but pretty much their Rangers are like our Pathfinders for the Paras. So we do have the new Ranger Regiment, but I would imagine it'd be probably quite similar to the Pathfinders. And you can go on selection for Pathfinders as well. As long as you've done P Company, then you can go on after that and do selection for Pathfinders. That's another way for it as well. So you could have a try both, actually. But yeah, it can't be a bad thing for the Ranger Regiment at all. Any addition could be good. DJ, hope you're well, mate. Hope you enjoyed your cake. Main board is when is your main board? It's got to be pretty soon, actually, but it's clear that you've done a lot of planning for it anyway, DJ, that's for sure. Is the army accepting applications? Yeah, definitely accepting applications, that's for sure. Is it accepting applications from foreign and Commonwealth? I don't know. But it is definitely accepting applications at the moment for sure. And we've got DJ going for the main board end of September. So yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, Cosmo. So you're asking about the army accepting applications. I was just wondering if you've had any difficulties or anything like that getting in. DJ just spent a month on essays, so far, I'm 60 references. My God. Well, I tell you what, mate. If I'm pretty certain you're gonna get through, that's for sure. Pretty certain, DJ. So has anyone been watching the Olympics? It's been amazing. Cosmo, is the application open? Yeah, 100%, Cosmo. The application is just go on the British Army website. Go on the British Army website and you can apply anytime during the day. you can just apply whenever you want because it's all online. Not really interested in the Olympics, DJ. My goodness, I absolutely love it. It gives me that little bit of extra get up and go, I find, when I watch the Olympics, to be honest with you. It gives me that little bit of get up and go, do that extra 5-10 minutes in the gym, winning my own pretend gold medal, I guess. But yeah, DJ, I totally get it if you've been planning, for stuff. Cosmo, working on your fitness. What have you been? What is there anything particular that you've been working on? Is there anything particular that you need advice with? Anything like that? I got a question actually just before I came on one of my videos, reference a beep test, and somebody struggling with the beep test. Just like one of my videos, where if you're watching this, and I'll answer on my video as well, it's all marginal gains. Don't worry, you might need to get to 8.1 and you're currently only level 6. Don't think about getting to 8.1, think about getting to 6.5. That's the first hurdle. Then think about getting to 6.10. Then think about 7 and go up from there. Don't take those big jumps up to 8.1. It's no good. Marginal gains. Yeah, the boxing, I've enjoyed the boxing in the Olympics. There was a soldier in there as well. She won bronze, so good on her. Yeah, it's been excellent. Right, DJ, here's your question for today. Do you think the fitness standards for entry are too easy? No, I'm gonna say no. Because some people fail them. My fitness standards, when I did it 20 years ago, we just did a 1.5 mile run, a couple of press ups and sit ups, and that was it. Easy. And they'll thin you out during the likes of basic training, during the likes of if you're commissioning and going to Sandhurst. If you're not prepared, then it will be blatantly obvious. So essentially, the fitness standards can be a blessing and can be a curse at the same time. So it can be a blessing whereby unfitter people can pass it and they'll think, well, that's easy. I'll get to basic training or I'll get to Sandhurst. Because it's too easy, it's then a curse, and it really tests their mental fortitude from there. Or whereby if you think, do you know what, it is easy, and because you think it's easy, you are fully prepared, and you will find the fitness element within basic training and Sandhurst a lot easier. So is it too easy? I would say it's on a flip side. It can be a blessing and a curse. What I will say, though, is the soldier conditioning review is quite easy. Our new fitness test when you're in the military is quite easy. However, when you get to the role fitness tests and the role military tasks, they are a lot harder, and a lot of people are struggling with the 100 kilogram drag over 15 kilometers. So that's the issue. So yes, it's easy to get in the army, but the tests now a lot harder. Oliver Rudder, I've just got back from AOSB. Just wanted to thank you for your advice and help. Oh, thanks very much, Oliver. Passed the beep test fitness and all the other stuff. Never thought I would. Well, Oliver, it's all down to you, mate. Really, thanks for the kind words, but that's all down to your hard work. But congratulations, really good news, mate. Cosmo, I'm not at the BMI yet, so working on my diet. What exercise should I start with? There's only a couple of exercises to do. If you want to drop fat fast, you need to be doing the likes of burpees, star jumps, mountain climbers, flutter kicks. All of those exercises work a lot of your body, especially with the burpees, the core, or different types of burpees. So jump on board the burpees. That will drop your BMI rapidly. I got loads of videos on my channel as well that you just follow along to. You haven't got to complete them. You can just follow along to and do what you can. It's all about those marginal gains. Deej thinks it's too easy. That's just his opinion, but that might be because I work out. Exactly that, mate. Like I said, the initial entry tests are very simple. However, now the Army has changed the role fitness test. So the testing that you do in uniform, the role fitness tests and the military tasks, they're a lot harder, and people are failing them. How long do people normally serve before going to SAS selection? Look, you can finish Sandhurst and apply to go once you finish Sandhurst. That's a fact. So you can do 1 year in the military and straight up apply to go and become an officer in the SAS. Normally, though, people will do at least a year or two. But if you want to get in there, you can literally do that 1 year at Sandhurst, go to your working unit, apply from there. And then they won't stop you from going. You have to do you'll have to do a couple of days, though. You do like a selection course there and so on and so forth. So you'll have a lot to do. There's a couple of hoops to jump through before you actually start selection, but you can do it straight away as soon as you're a soldier, essentially, as soon as you finish basic training or Sandhurst. Training for the 2K, first kilometer pace is a constant 5, but my second kilometer, I just can't keep the pace and end up with 10:50. What can I do? No dramas. That's a simple one, that is. So if you're running a 5-minute kilometer and you're ending up with 10:50, so essentially you're running 2 5:25s, aren't you? So what I would probably do is run a 5:25 first kilometer, try and get the last kilometer down to a 5:20. So then you're shaving that time off the second kilometer. So you're going to have to hold your pace back for the first kilometer. So you're going to run that 5:25 first kilometer. Then the second kilometer, you're going to want to come in 5 seconds under, so 10:45. So you're going to run a 5:20 second kilometer. All right, that's what I would do. See if you can do it, and then that'll get your body used to running a faster second half, and then you'll start dropping the times down. Then you're going to start running a 5:20 first kilometer and a 5:15 second kilometer. Once you start doing that, the time will absolutely fly off. It might take a bit of time, though, but that's the way to do it. Also, what you can do, as another one from that, you run a 5-minute 5 first kilometer. You will then rest for 5 minutes and 5 seconds, and then run another 5-minute 5 1 kilometer. You can do it that way, but I think my first way is the better. So to take time off the second half, run a longer first half, get your body used to it. That is what I do. Yeah, DJ, you would want a bit of experience first. You think that, but essentially, when you do go to SA, when you do special forces, they would rather a raw, hungry young recruit that hadn't learned any bad habits or anything like that, and they can just take you from zero to hero. It's almost what they're trialing now within the army. So if I was you, I'd just go for it. Screw experience, mate. You'll get experience on the ground. So Sam, was your wife living in the UK before you got married, or did she base in the US before you got married, and how did she transition in terms of US degrees and getting a job? So I met my wife in Baghdad. We got married in Texas, and then she moved over to the UK. She got it was tough the transition was really, really hard for her. But she got a degree while she was in the UK through Open University, through for English literature and language, and then she qualified to become a primary school teacher. Then she got a job on camp as a primary school teacher. And then that was the end of like the 15 years. She had lots of other jobs as well. She had lots of other jobs while she was on that trek. She worked really, really hard. She did that. It was a tough time for her, a tough experience initially, but then everything worked out, and now I'll be doing that transition when I move over there. But yeah, she got a job. She had to do a citizenship test as well, mine, which was pretty tough. She had to do a lot of revising. DJ Raj, based on recent news, do you think stop and search powers should be extended and used more often or not? Oh God, don't get involved in that. Stop and search is a tough one. It's all down to. It's a tough one. Stop and search. It's all down to probable cause and etc. And I could say you could use it more often. You could use it less, but essentially, it should just be used correctly, and that's it. More or less, it doesn't matter. If it's used correctly, then it could be used more or it could be used less. Use Josh, evening all, assessment in 2 weeks' time, feeling confident, thanks in part to your guides. I love the content, it's always been 2 kilometers down to 9:30, nice one, following your tips to break down the runs into chunks, that's really good. So yeah, I had my soldier conditioning review last week. I did okay, man. I got 8 minutes on the 2 kilometers, med ball throw and everything went really well. And I thought, do you know what? Like looking at the guys around me, because we're all permanent staff, I thought, do you know what? I'm bound to come top 3 here. Looking at this, I'm good. I'm good at running. I don't like running. I'm very lucky. Naturally, I'm a good runner. But there's this other guy that's just joined the regiment, and really such a nice bloke. He's a triathlete, and I was like, so what sort of times do you do? He's like, I done a big bike ride last night because I've got a race on the weekend. So I just take it easy. I was like, all right, yeah, nice one. I'll run around with you then. Because he's pretty fit bloke. Oh my God. Pretty fit bloke. He ran it in 6.5 minutes. 2 kilometers. 6.5 minutes. He's like sprinted off. I was like, I'm not keeping up with that. I can't keep up with that. Like physically couldn't keep up with that. So yeah, so he banged in a good time, and then I finished. I was like, wow, Tomo, that was like pretty much amazing. He's like, yeah, I had a little bit left at the end. I was like, yeah, whatever, man, I'm not interested. I was like, well done though. But yeah, so 8 minutes, I'm happy with, but I'm never going to get down to 6.5. I'm not going to bloody try either. But 9.5 minutes initially is a really good time, Josh. So good on you, mate. Just keep at it. Break it down into those chunks. So we run it on camp. It's 4 laps of 500 meters, which you can break down into chunks. Obviously, right, I'm going to do 4 2-minute laps, 400 meters, no dramas. And you can take it from there and time yourself. So, Uraku Johnson, what was it like my first day of basic training? If you're talking to me, mate, I was like 20. In fact, I can tell you exactly how long it was. It was 20.17 years ago, because I checked how long I was in the army actually today. So 20.17. My first day of basic training was mental, because on the joining instructions it said to wear shirt, trousers, tie, shoes. So I was like, right, yeah, I wear shirt, tie, trousers and shoes, no dramas. Got there, but obviously my mum and dad kitted me out. Got there, 21-year-old. Everyone else was like in trackies and t-shirt. I was like, what? I was like, it said on the joining instruction. I'm like one of those guys. If it's got something on the joining instructions, I follow it to the letter because it's on the. It's an order essentially. And the guy's in trackies and all sorts. And I sat there. I was like, I've made a huge mistake here. A huge mistake. But the corporal at the time, so I was like brand new. The corporal we had, he was like, right, well done to everyone who wore like a shirt and tie and so on and so forth. I was like, oh, do you know what? It was worth it because he recognised that we had made an effort and a lot of people hadn't made an effort. So that was my first day in basic. And then you just get put into your sections and it was all right. I thoroughly enjoyed basic training. Would I do it again? Probably not. I would like want to actively go through it again, but I don't have any bad memories of it. I don't look back and think, I wish I'd done this different, or I wish I'd done that. I made some amazing friends. The only reason I wouldn't do it again is because I like sleep and I like going to the gym, and you don't get to do any of that in basic training. So, but you do get run around a lot. So that was my first day of basic training. I got to go up and down here now because I'm just off here. Just wanted to let you know that I finished my AOSB today and passed the multi-stage. Oh, Ian Kirkwood, really well done, mate. That's great news. Good on you. Really good on you. Sarah, I've got AOSB in October. Any top tips? Welcome. Finally been accepted to officer candidate. Facebook, yeah. Long-term subscriber. Sarah. That's good. I tell you what, right? Ian, do me a favor on my community tab on YouTube. I've got you'll have to scroll down, but I've got a link to Discord. If you join that Discord server, Ian, and Sarah, if you join that Discord server as well, Ian's just finished AOSB, and this is the perfect forum for you just to then like subsume knowledge from Ian on the Discord server. So if you can't find it, I'll put the link in again into the communities tab after this, and then Ian, Sarah, anyone just join the Discord and you can just ask each other all about AOSB, all about basic training, absolutely anything. DJ, do I think China is behind in technological innovation, or would you say the West domination? Oh, I think China's probably, with regards to technological innovation, China's far in advance. With regards to financing their military, China is miles behind. That's the truth of the situation. Thanks, Sam. My girlfriend is a US citizen and has a master's degree with a decent job, but scared to move to UK where we get married because she's scared of starting over. Okay, so it's tough, man. Moving from the States to the UK, US citizen, yeah, moving from the States to the UK is tough. Tough. The guys in the US love Brits. Brits generally just don't love Americans. I don't know why. So it's going to be tough for her when she comes over, but if she has a master's, that's absolutely fine. That's transitional between both the countries, so she'll be absolutely fine, mate. DJ Gray, you've been really helpful. All the best for September. Yeah, where did you do basic training at? What regiment did you join? Right, I did basic training. Bassingbourn. ATR Bassingbourn, that's been turned into a refugee camp now. my old basic training place. So I did an ATR Bassingbourn. They filmed Full Metal Jacket there at ATR Bassingbourn. From Full Metal Jacket, I did basic training there. That's a refugee camp now. And I joined the Royal Signals. And I was all Royal Signals. I know they split it up a little bit now, so you might do it with like engineers, things like that. We were all Royal Signals in Echo Troop. We were all Royal Signals. What's your opinion on the US Army getting rid of bayonet training? That's from DJ. It's the same as this, right? When was the last time, really, that the US or UK used bayonets? When was the last time we fixed bayonets and used them? It's exactly the same, controversially, with the paras. When was the last time we jumped out of a helicopter into enemy territory? However, having the ability to do that is a deterrent enough. It's exactly the same with our nuclear Trident. When have we used it? Never, because we haven't had to, because people know we have it. Same with paras. It's the same with close quarter combat. If you have that ability and you get trained on it, people generally do not want to go at you with exactly the same equipment. So therefore, I would say it's not a good idea to get rid of bayonet training, even though we haven't used it for such a long time. I wouldn't get rid of paras. I wouldn't get rid of Trident. I wouldn't get rid of all these things that haven't been used, because when we do need them, they're not there. And you don't know how much of a deterrent those things are. But that's just mine. If you have any other ideas, you just go for it. In the chat. Richard, hi mate, I've commented before, passed my AC in Scotland last week, scored 63 on the COG test, well done. 11.6 stopped us there. Nice one. I suppose you don't need anyone on the beep test and flew through the rest. Your videos help massively, top man. Richard, that's absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for that. But I'm really glad my videos helped. I really am. But obviously you guys do the hard work. Lakpa Sherpa, have I worked with the Gurkhas? I've worked with the Gurkhas now for 6 years. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. We have a laugh. They hopefully you're still on. I don't know. Hopefully you're still on listening to this. But I've had some I've got some amazing Nepalese friends, and the biggest thing I've learned from the Nepalese is momos. They are like the greatest food I have ever had. Ever. So that's my experience. But I have worked with them. And their grasp of English, because I obviously teach them in English because I don't know Nepalese. But those guys, they learn English. They have a better grasp of English, the Gurkhas, the Nepalese that come through here, than the actual British soldiers themselves. Some of them, it's mind blowing. So yeah, I've great experiences. Great experiences with the Nepalese. Joe Renwick, what I say is a good time for a 1 mile high intense run. PB is 5:46. So 2 miles would be what, 11 minutes odd, making 7 minutes. 8 minutes 10. Yeah, that's pretty decent, mate. That's a good one. Look, no one's just remember this. Just remember that. Joe, 5:46 for a mile is superb. It's superb, because that gives you what, a 7 minutes. Add your 20. You've got an 8 minute 10, 8 minute 15 mile and a half, right? That is all you need. That's all you need. My goodness, it's the days of being the greatest long distance. It's all about speed. The army's about speed over short distances. We're soldiers. We are not long distance runners. We're soldiers. We train with weight on our back. We drag people out of firefights. That's what we're there for. So you need to be fast. You need to be strong. So I say 5:46 for a mile is perfect. Absolutely perfect. If you're doing it slower, it doesn't matter. If you're doing it faster, It doesn't matter. As long as you can pass the tests and move weight at the same time. Sarah Broman, registering for the Discord account now. Sarah, that's no dramas. Louis May got his intake September, mate. Don't brick it. You'll be fine. So many people pass. Don't worry about it. Watch some of my videos. There's other YouTubers out there that can help you as well. That do loads of videos on there. So don't you worry. There's a whole community out there that can help you through it. So Matthew Keynes, we like American women. It's just the men that are quite loud. There you are, mate. Yeah, I'll leave you with that. Right, MZ, where can I find the Discord? Look, what I'm gonna do. Discord. Got it up here now. Got it. What I need to do now is invite. Right, there you go. Share link. I just need to copy it. I just want to copy it, man. Save. Right. Should be all done. Look, I'll do it now once I'm done. Oh my goodness. Sarah Bromwins. Can I join? I think everyone's in. Go on the voice channel. Everyone's here. Today, 1958. Right, here we go. General. I don't think I have to accept join voice. My goodness. Right, I think everyone's in. Good. Right. Discord done. Same Louis Hugo for short. Right, long course. But you go. Matthew Keynes. I think I've met everyone on the long course by this point. Not a single short course. And show that. I don't mind. No one minds a bit swearing. I would argue that bayonet training provides you with the primordial training that gives you insight into what war is like, and that it is hell. Potentially, but these days war isn't like that. War isn't like that anymore. World War II, it was like that. War is fought at long distances now. But you still need bayonet training just in case you have to use it. That's for sure. Special Recon Regiment are more secretive than the SAS and SBS. No, just less no. They're very similar. To be honest with you. They're very similar. Franco, what's up, Sam? How you doing? Really good. Hope you're well, Franco, that's for sure. Got your assessment on the 1st of September at Litchfield. Don't suppose you know whether it's 2Ks on the track or not. At Litchfield, to be honest, I don't know what I'd rather either. At Litchfield, I doubt it'll be on a track. To be honest, I doubt it'll be on a track. Don't take my word for it. I never liked running on a track, man. I don't know about you guys doing those, 4, 8, 12, 16, 5 laps on a track. Boring. I'd rather do one big loop. It's like the one on Campia. We do 4 kind of loops. But the issue you got is a big uphill. It's basically you just run uphill, downhill, which is a bit brutal, but it's lifelike. That's the key. Some places are going to be far easier than others. So those guys, you might be getting like 10 minutes on a 2-kilometer run because you've got a really hard course that you're running on at home. You get somewhere with a nice, easy one. It might be flat. You're laughing. Absolutely laughing. If you join the SAS, who are you allowed to tell? No one. If you do tell anyone, you have to kill them. That's the truth. It's a joke. You won't tell you. The thing is, if you do join the SAS, you're just in your own bubble, and you'll just stay in Hereford because you're constantly on call, so on and so forth. So generally, you won't even have chance to tell anyone, but you can tell your mum and dad, etc., etc. There's no dramas. T Hannah, how are you? Hello, love it. Glad you're back. It is for past the AOS be PSMA today. Track running ain't the one you're quicker, but it feels hard because it's boring, yeah. But yeah, it could be. What happens? So DJ, what happens if you tell people nothing? Nothing will happen. But the chances are you won't tell people. You'll join the SAS, and as soon as you're in there, you'll be in a bubble, and you will probably get told not to tell anyone. You'll have a cover story, and that'll be that. Job done. You'll just get a cover story. You'll tell people that ask you if you're in the army. You'll be stationed at Hereford. People will know instantly whether you're in the SAS or not when you're at Hereford. But you can tell your parents for sure. You obviously wouldn't go shouting it from the rooftops. That's 100%. That's 100%. T. Hunter thought I was done for a hot second. The nurse had my blood pressure at like 170 when the doctor did it. It was 120 over 80. God for that, mate. To take my mate. So my mate, right, was his best man. And he was leaving the army to go RAF officer. He's a massive unit. He is a massive unit. And he wanted to go out, but he couldn't get in because of his blood pressure. Too fat. Space Command. So I think that's it. I think all the questions have been done, and I'm going on Discord now. Everyone seems pretty sorted. Scholarship board or regular board, everyone's sorted on Discord. I think that's it. Are there any more questions? Are there any more questions from anyone? Is that DJ asking MI5? Does MI5 recruit from the SAS? MI5 is different. MI5 is part of the government, military intelligence, number 5, essentially. They differ. You'd have to just separately apply. Would they recruit straight from the SAS? Kind of, but you'd still have to apply for the job. Well, MZ, you not in it yet? Okay, like loads of people. There's quite a few people in it. Yeah, I'll stick it. I've stuck it. Basically, what I've done, right? I put it in my notes somewhere. I don't know where, but I'll get the link. There's a couple of people. Here we go. No. Links. I'll find it. I'll put it in. Anyway, whatever happens, I'll stick it in my community channel after this. What made me choose to do a 22-year career? Because I joined up just to join the army and see how I did. And I thoroughly enjoyed it for 22 years. Well, for 20.17 years, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So, but the time has come. I'm ready to go. I need to take on a new role. And I need that 5 inside me that I had 5 years ago to get promoted, work hard, better myself as a person. Now I need to just do it in a new environment. That's all it is. Jamie Bankhead just joined. Any tips for joining the reserves? Yeah, so, well, really, look, for me, there's no difference between a reserve soldier and a regular soldier. It's just a regular soldier has it as a full-time job. A reserve soldier has it as a part-time job. But essentially, reserve soldiers still do a lot of soldiering, especially on the weekends and the evenings that you have to attend. So I would say advice for a reserve soldier is that do your reservist soldiering, and if you enjoy it, join up regular. Be easy to get in regular from reservist. I would also, to stand out from the crowd, I would keep fit and keep like super fit, supremely fit, because you get a lot of reservists that aren't. I would keep supremely fit. You stand out from the crowd, you get promoted, which which is perfect. And turn up on time. So a lot of reservists I've found are pretty tardy, so they don't turn up on time for places. They know they don't have to. Turn up on time, be punctual, be charismatic, be fit, and I think you do really, really well. Hang on. Join the reserves. When they recruit, they recruit from InCorp, but they recruit from all over. Anyone can join MI5 as long as you submit. You just submit a CV and a job application. Got no questions. Good. That's good. No questions. I mean, my videos are doing their job. Have I got a new career lined up? Yeah. So my career will lie within research and development within signals intelligence or electronic warfare or something to do with defense. That is the exact environment that I'm going to work within over in America, for sure. Hayes Gibson, been running every day. That shouldn't be a problem. I only run up to 6K. My goodness. If I take a day off, I feel lazy, like I'm slacking. 6K every day. My God. But I tell you what I noticed, right? I tell you what I have noticed is that I get just as much pleasure from going to the gym than people get running. So I'm like, oh my God, 6K, you've run 6K? Where for runners, that's like nothing. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I'll do like a couple of 100 burpees and they can't believe that. It's just one of those things. But take the days off when you need them. If you don't want a day off, don't take a day off. Just don't take it. That's how I always work. If I wanted, sometimes I might take 2 days off on a bounce and train for like 9 days straight or something. I just take it when my body tells me to take the day off these days. Will I join the reserves when I leave the army? I want to see Big Sam as a reserve. Yeah, that'd be amazing, man. I wouldn't mind joining the old US Army reserves. That would be quite funny as a drill sergeant. I would, yeah, especially with that hat on as well. Yeah, I could go nuts with people as well. Absolutely nuts. It'd be ideal. MZ, do you know much about intelligence and what they do? I'm considering joining intelligence or paras once I finalize my education. Yeah, intelligence corps, good. Paras, good. The intelligence corps, you will, depends what nationality you are. If you'll get into the intelligence corps, because you will have to get developed vetting. So that'll depend what nationality you are with regards to the InCorp. Para's good. Go for it, mate. Jamie Barr, thanks. Enjoy my full-time job. Yeah, fair play, mate. Do you know what? If you enjoy your job and you want a bit of the army, mate, hands up. I think that's absolutely amazing. You're technically holding 2 jobs as well. So really, really good work, mate. So MZ, join university, so you're going either para officer or InCorp officer. It depends who. When you got Sanders, you'll make that decision there, mate. You'll make that decision there, and they will. And the paras might not want you. The InCorp might not want you. Chances are they'll both want you. But you'll make that decision there for sure. Very passionate. Was everything up the air was obstacles today? It looks like a load of them. It sounds like right, this is a whole nother chat. Franco, I gotta keep right. I saw on Franco's. I gotta keep clicking on show or hide. It's like a game. Show or hide. Show or hide. He swears a lot. British born, best luck to you, my friend. Fair got psychology degree. Cheers, pal. Yeah, right. Everyone happy? Any more questions? just before I knock this on the head. If you have any more questions, chuck them in the chat now. If not, we'll probably call it a day there. I've still got people on my Discord. Welcome, Rent Free. Yeah. Right, so everyone's in there. Thanks, mate. I'll see you on the next one. Yeah, brilliant. DJ Rob obviously wants to be a leader. I want to create more leaders. Good on you. Anything else from anyone? There's still a few people in here. I was wondering if there is anyone else. No. Right. That is it for me. 45 minutes. Oh. Matthew Kane. Here we go. Last one. Do I know the difference between HQ squadrons and field squadrons in the Royal Engineers? Yeah. Field squadrons will be more active, 100%. The HQ squadrons, with regard to HQ squadrons, it'll just probably be HQ will be its own squadron. Field squadrons will be, I don't know a lot about them, but they will be the deployable ones. And then HQ will have their ops, their operations teams and all that. They'll still deploy, but they will be the administration side of the field squadrons. Basically, that's what happens. So, yeah, the field squadrons will be the guys that deploy. So you're going signaler in the Royal Engineers. You'll be doing comms, and it's a 50-50. I go HQ or field. Mate, either way, you will get good experience in both. So you go HQ or you go field. At one time or another, you'll be doing both, mate. And it's always good to have that experience. That is for sure. So TN at 5-4 gonna destroy 3 laps. You got it, mate. Right. That's it. Any more? Quick. Slam in a question now or we're doing one. Okay, so I'll do another one probably next week. I'll do another one next week if I'm here and not in America. Hopefully I'll be in America, but yeah, if I'm here, do another one next week. Any more? Other than that, thanks everyone for coming tonight, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.